Hello, friends. Welcome back. Today, I've got a brand new scary story for you. So turn off the lights, put on your headphones, and listen carefully. It was a quiet Friday night. The rain was tapping against the window, and the sound of thunder rolled in the distance. Inside the small, cozy room, Jake and Eli, two best friends, were setting up Jake's new gaming console. Jake grinned. "Bro, this new horror game just dropped. People say it feels too real." Eli laughed nervously. "Perfect. I'll just die of a heart attack before midnight." They turned off the lights, grabbed chips and soda, and the screen glowed blue across their faces. The game was called Night Corridor 13. It looked simple. Walk through a dark building, find clues, and escape before the timer ran out. At first, everything was fun. They screamed, laughed, and teased each other every time a ghost appeared. But then, something strange happened. The game character, who looked exactly like Jake, suddenly stopped moving. Eli pressed buttons, but nothing worked. Then the game character's head slowly turned toward the screen and smiled. Did you just make it do that?" Eli asked. Jake shook his head. "No, dude. I swear the lights flickered in the room. The TV glitched, static hissed. Then a deep, distorted voice came from the speaker. Welcome to room 13. Both froze. Jake tried to turn off the console, but the power button didn't work. The controller vibrated hard, like it was alive. Then the door behind them creaked open. They looked at each other. "Was that your mom?" Jake whispered. "She's not home." Slow footsteps echoed down the hallway. On the screen, their game characters were now standing in a room that looked exactly like Jake's room. Same posters, same bed, same window. And behind the characters, a shadow. "Bro, that's our room," Eli said, his voice shaking. The shadow in the game moved closer to the virtual door. And then, the real room's door slowly started to open wider. They jumped up, ready to bolt. But the lights went out completely. Only the glow of the TV lit the room. The voice whispered again from the speaker. "You can't quit until the game ends." Eli shouted, "Jake, pull the plug!" Jake crawled toward the wall, heart pounding. He yanked the cable, but the TV stayed on. Then the game characters started typing on the in-game chat by themselves. "Hello, Jake. Hello, Eli. Wanna play forever?" Eli screamed, "Nope!" and threw a pillow at the screen. The TV image flickered. The shadow inside the game stepped forward. Every time the screen glitched, the shadow moved closer in real life. Jake grabbed his phone flashlight. "Eli, maybe it's the Wi-Fi." "Disconnect it." Eli pulled out the router plug. Sparks flew. The light came back for a moment, and both could see the reflection of the shadow standing right behind them in the TV screen. They turned around. Nothing was there. Only the cold air and their own breathing. Then Jake noticed something, a note on the screen. "Find the secret key to escape room 13. It was part of the game. Jake's eyes widened. "Wait, maybe it's a clue. What if we finish the level?" Eli was shaking but nodded. "So, we beat it to get out." They picked up the controllers again. Every move they made in the game now echoed in their real room. Footsteps, doors creaking, whispers. After what felt like forever, they found a glowing key inside the game's basement. The message appeared again. "Unlock your door." Jake looked at his real bedroom door. It was half open. He slowly turned the knob. The moment the door opened, the screen went white. The sound stopped. Everything froze. Then, slowly, soft sunlight filled the room. It was morning. The console was off. The rain was gone. And the clock said 7:13 a.m. Jake blinked. "Did we play all night?" Eli groaned, rubbing his eyes. "Man, that was the freakiest dream game combo ever." They laughed nervously, relieved it was over. Jake opened the window, Fresh air filled the room. But as they packed up the console, they noticed something strange. The game disc, the one for Night Corridor 13, was gone. Instead, a small metal key lay inside the case. It looked just like the one they found in the game. Eli whispered, "Jake, are we still in the game?" Jake smiled weakly. "If we are, let's never hit start again." They both laughed, uneasy but safe, as the camera zoomed out from their room. And on the dark TV screen behind them, just for a second, the words flashed silently. "See you next Friday."